Attorney General, give us your perspective in terms of what actions the state and local governments can do. I know you've been involved in a lawsuit in terms of sanctuary cities. If you want to give us some insight on that.
I think one of the words that you've heard, I think every speaker talk about is cooperation. I can tell you that I've been doing this a long time, and I've never seen a greater collaborative effort between our federal partners, state and local officials than we see right now, and we're seeing a difference in that. You know, one of the things that obviously that we've dealt with historically in law enforcement is that sometimes we live in silos, that we don't share information effectively, we don't always work cooperatively in a way that matters. I don't think that's the case now. And I attribute a lot of that to the fact that this administration has enabled and empowered federal law enforcement to work with us. It's not as if there wasn't a desire in the past, but I think that we are now doing it more effectively. And it's not just in dealing with those who cross the border illegally. It's also what I would sort of describe as illegal e-commerce or commerce when we're talking about human bodies for trafficking as well as what we're seeing in illegal drugs. You know, when I think about the fact that this weekend I was in a larger city in North Alabama with over 1,000 people talking about ending the plague of heroin. What that group doesn't recognize is it would be worse if it wasn't for many of the people in this room and the leadership that is on this stage right now. Is it through the efforts of ICE and through those that are patrolling our borders, we are stopping fentanyl, we're stopping heroin coming across, so that when we talk about the loss of life in this country, although it's a staggering number that we've got to deal with more effectively, it would be worse but for what's going on now. And so I think that number one, what we're doing right now is being more effective, but yet we continue to have to be able to push that ball forward. And then what we hope is from this administration, through our partners in Congress, that we find something legislatively to deal with what we're seeing with sanctuary cities. The sheriff, I think, said it remarkably well. The Constitution matters. And for those of us who work on the law enforcement side, we embrace that fact. In fact, it's what we've pledged to be able to uphold. When we have public officials and those who refuse to abide by their constitutional duty, then it's something we have to do something about. We have the ability to be able to do some positive things through our legislation and through particularly our litigation, but yet I think we're looking to Congress as well as the Department of Justice to be able to help us there as well.